Hatfield starts his dribble, trying to get a pass to Thunder Nelson, but jumping the pass was Dawson McCarter. McCarter throws it ahead. Eli Luther, other end, left of the cup, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 50. Eli Luther, a huge fourth quarter, just like that from down 14. Overton right back in it. Thunder Nelson attacking. Bounce pass to Hernandez. Back out Hatfield on the left wing. Hatfield spins, finds Hunter Nelson at the top. Hunter Nelson, step through move into the lane, can't finish with the right hand. Offensive rebound from Hernandez, who is fouled from behind. I think they're going to get Gage Clifton, so that's two quick ones on him. And Bertrand will keep possession. So far, 13-2. Overton has outscored Bertrand here in this fourth quarter. Bounce pass to Thunder Nelson. He takes the inbound. Gets it down low. Hernandez. Hernandez turnaround. 6-footer left of the lane line, and he sinks it. Marcus Hernandez has 22. And back to a 2-point lead for Bertrand. There's Dawson McCarter up top to Eli Luther. Luther working just outside the top of the circle. Plays off screen to his left. Luther starts his drive. Step back in the left corner. Working on Hatfield. Throws it up top, but the pass was short and stolen by Hunter Nelson. Key turnover here, and Coach Craig Newcomb's going to take a timeout. 2:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Bertrand up 52-50. It's high school basketball on KMA Country. Well, Bertrand has been in quite a lot of these games this season. 9 games decided by 10 points or less. That's 9 of their 14 games that they've played this year. And with 2:50 to play in the fourth, they're up by 2. They have it out of the Craig Newcomb timeout. Here's Eric Wood just past midcourt, dribbling towards his right, hands it off to Hunter Nelson. Nelson surveys, hits Hatfield, right of the circle. Hatfield dribbles towards his left, hands it off to Thunder Nelson. Nelson lobs the pass down low for Hernandez. Pass was tipped by Fleshman, stolen by Clifton. Fourth turnover from Bertrand. And Overton takes over, a chance to tie or take the lead. Here is Eli Luther just past midcourt. Down by 2, finds Fleshman on the right wing. Fleshman dribbling towards his right. Gets it down low to McCarter, and McCarter just lost the ball. Hernandez picks it up, and then Fleshman tripped Hernandez. And that is now the 5th team foul, and so Bertrand has free throws the rest of the way. That's also now 4 on Brody Fleshman. And Marcus Hernandez has been money at the free throw line so far tonight. He's got 22 points. He is 6 for 8 at the charity stripe. His first free throw is up, and he connects on the first. So that's now 23 for him. Second free throw here from Hernandez. It is up, and it spins off, so it'll stay a one-possession game. It went out of bounds last touched by Bertrand, and so Overton will take over. 2:14 to play in the fourth. Bertrand up 53-50. Overton with it. Here's Dawson McCarter just past midcourt. McCarter zips a pass to Clifton, right of the circle. Now top to Luther, and Luther was fouled hard by Hunter Nelson, who's trying to go for the steal. And so that's now 4 on Hunter. Only the second team foul. Inbound coming on the far sideline. Eli Luther to trigger it in. Lobs it in for Brock McCarter. Hands it off to Dawson McCarter. Bounce pass finds Luther. Luther left open. A left wing 3. Bounces off. Fight for the rebound. And Nelson is able to rip it away from everybody on the right block. And they're going to call a foul. Overton wanted a jump ball. Instead, they call the foul. And Thunder Nelson will head to the free throw line. With a minute 56, foul goes against Eli Luther. And Thunder Nelson will head to the charity stripe. He's got 7. He is 1 for 2 at the free throw line tonight, trying to make this a 2-possession game, and he does. He hits the first free throw. 54-50, Bertrand. Second free throw from Thunder Nelson. It is up, and he connects on both. 55-50. And an official's timeout is going to be called, as one official is going to bring the 2 other officials together here with a minute 53 to play in the fourth. Bertrand up 55-50. Wonder if there was something wrong with the clock or what they're trying to figure out here. I don't think they didn't change anything, so interesting. Don't know what that was all about, but Eli Luther will trigger it in. Gets it into Brock McCarter. Overton needs a bucket. McCarter hands it off Eli Luther. Luther working on the left wing. Starts his dribble into the lane. He tried to dart in and was fouled by Caden Hatfield. And was that? Who committed the foul? See if they mark it here on the scoreboard. It's now the third team foul. Yeah, it is Hatfield, so it's his first. Luther gets it in. Brock McCarter catches left corner. And now Gage Clifton is going to be fouled by Caden Hatfield. So that's now 4 team fouls. 2 quick ones. It looked intentional, but then Hatfield kind of shrugged his shoulders after, so I don't know. Brock McCarter at the top. They did have a couple fouls to give McCarter. Left open. He'll take a straight-out 3. It was halfway down, and it spins out. Hatfield the rebound along the baseline. Here's Bertrand up the floor. Can maybe ice this game away with a big bucket here. There's Hunter Nelson just outside the right wing. Nelson trying to get past Eli Luther. Up top finds Hatfield. Now here's Eric Wood, and he almost threw it away. And over and back is going to be called as Overton had almost poked the ball away. Thunder Nelson went back to get it in the backcourt. But Overton did not touch the ball. It was always touched by Bertrand. They just made it more difficult. And so Overton gets a much-needed turnover. Has the ball down 5. Minute 15 to play in the fourth. Dawson McCarter drives in, working right corner, hands it off to Luther. Luther dribbling around, stops right of the circle. They're not going to let him shoot from 3. Eli Luther stops, left block, goes up and is whacked. And he'll have 2 free throws to try to make it a 1-possession game. See the foul is on there. I think they're going to get Marcus Hernandez, and so that is his second. So now some big free throws from Eli Luther. Luther's had a heck of a game. He's got 23 points. 8 points here in the fourth quarter. This is his first free throw attempts. His first free throw is up. He connects on the first. Huge free throw made there. Needs to knock down one more to make it a 3-point game with 1:03 to play in the fourth. Second free throw from Luther. The junior has been a rock all season long for the Eagles. That free throw is up, and it's good. He hits both. Timeout called by Coach Robinson. We'll take one with him. 1:03 to play in the fourth. Bertrand holding on by 3. It's high school basketball on Cami Country. Good finish brewing here tonight from Overton. 55-52. Bertrand leading it with 1:03 to play in the fourth quarter. Eli Luther just hit 2 huge free throws to make it a 1-possession game once again, and Bertrand will have it. They have Eric Wood, the Nelsons, Hatfield, and Hernandez on the floor. It'll be Bertrand to inbound. Full court press coming here from Overton, trying to force a turnover. Hatfield bounce pass into Thunder Nelson. And they're going to call a foul. And Dawson McCarter can't believe it. Oh, there wasn't a lot there. He was bumped, but nothing crazy. Dawson McCarter called for the foul. It's his second. And so now Thunder Nelson to the free throw line to try to make it a 2-possession game once again. He's got 9 points, and so far is 3 for 4 at the free throw line. He knocks down the first. So it's 56-52 Bertrand. Second free throw from Nelson is up, and he left it short. McCarter almost lost it out of bounds, but he gets back on it. So here's Overton, down by 4. Luther will step into a straight-on left wing 3, and he knocks it through. Eli Luther's huge fourth quarter continues. It's a 1-point game with 48 seconds to play. Here's Thunder Nelson just past midcourt. Nelson racing in, goes up. Blocking foul is called. Gage Clifton trying to take a charge. The Overton faithful not happy with the call. Thunder Nelson back to the free throw line. 4 for 6 is Thunder Nelson at the charity stripe. Clifton tried to take a charge. I think they were calling for a travel too. Nelson had taken a couple steps, but even if he sinks both of these, it'll stay a 3-point game. First free throw from Nelson is up and through. He knocks down the first. 13 points, though, in the fourth quarter for Eli Luther. What a fourth quarter he's having. Second free throw from Thunder Nelson. He knocks down both. 3-point game, 42 seconds to play. Here's Eli Luther up the floor. Luther over to Brock McCarter on the right wing. Starts his dribble. Drives into the lane. Turn around. 12-footer from straight on. Spins in and out. Offensive rebound by Clifton. They're going to wave it off. A foul was called on the floor. But they are in the bonus, so this should mean free throws here for Overton with 31 seconds to play. Well, that time goes against Caden Hatfield, and so Gage Clifton will head to the free throw line. Clifton coming off the bench, hasn't scored yet tonight for Overton. First free throw from him is up and through. Big-time free throw made from Gage Clifton. But the shot clock is now dark, and so Overton will have to foul or force a turnover here on this next possession. Clifton's second free throw. It is up, and it is through. He knocks down both. It's a one-point game. They get it into Eric Wood. Eric Wood goes up, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Eric Wood ran into Dawson McCarter. They call an offensive foul. And so Overton takes over with 29 seconds to play in the fourth, down by one. It'll be Eli Luther to send it in. And now, I think the officials are talking with Coach Newcomb. And so with 29 seconds left to play in the fourth, Bertrand leads it 58-57. And Overton has it. Eli Luther will get it in. They have Dawson McCarter, Brock McCarter, Gage Clifton, and Brody Fleshman on the floor. Luther to inbound. Gets it in. McCarter catches. Right of the circle. Gets it up top to Dawson McCarter. Here's Luther. Left open. Step back. Right wing three for the lead. Won't go. Offensive rebound. McCarter along the baseline. And a timeout called by Coach Robinson. Just to keep possession here as things are looking a little shaky with Brock McCarter tiptoeing along the baseline. So they will call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 19.4 seconds remaining in this one. 58-57. Bertrand leading it, and Overton has possession. It has been a huge fourth quarter from Eli Luther. He has 13 points here in the fourth quarter, 28 on the game. Leading the way on the other end is Marcus Hernandez. Hernandez has had a really big game as well, 23 points. But again, Bertrand led by 11 after three. Have led by as many as 14 in just a huge fourth quarter, where they have scored 20 points as Overton to cut into this deficit. And now can they draw up a play to give them the lead here late in the fourth quarter? Bertrand has been in so many of these close games this season. Can they survive another one? Both teams looking for a huge district win here tonight. Both teams undefeated in the district. It's a big game here tonight. It feels like it here with this really good crowd. So again, it's Dawson and Brock McCarter, Brody Fleshman, Gage Clifton, and Eli Luther on the floor for Overton. It is Hunter and Thunder Nelson, Eric Wood, Marcus Hernandez, along with Caden Hatfield on the floor for Bertrand. Eli Luther will inbound on the baseline. 19 seconds to play. Down by one. They get it up top. Brock McCarter. McCarter, middle of the lane. Hits a fadeaway 7-footer. And Overton takes the lead. 14 seconds to play. Nelson racing up the floor. Timeout called by Coach Newcomb. Overton leads by one. Brock McCarter, clutch shot from straight on. It was a beautiful lob inbound to the middle of the lane. McCarter went up for it. Hit the shot. And now what can Bertrand draw up with 11 seconds to play in the fourth quarter? We'll keep it right here once again. 59-58, Overton leading Bertrand. Looking to come back from down 14 and win this game. Brock McCarter's had a couple big shots here in the fourth quarter as well. He's got 5 points here in the quarter, 15 on the game. And that could end up being the game winner. But what does Bertrand draw up here? And who do they try to get the ball to? Because they've got so many scores. They might key in on Marcus Hernandez. So you look at maybe a guy like Thunder Nelson who could take this last shot. Or Hunter Nelson. Hunter has had a big game as well with 13 points. 12 points for Thunder Nelson and 23 for Marcus Hernandez. So there are options for Bertrand out of this inbound. Coach Newcomb, who picked up his 300th win in December. He's been at this a long time. Probably drawing up a pretty good play here for the Vikings. Down 59-58. 11.3 seconds to play. Bertrand has the basketball. In the half court, it'll be Thunder Nelson to inbound on the far sideline. Nelson looks, inbounds, Hatfield catches. 10 seconds to play. Hernandez backing up, kicks it out. Thunder Nelson. Nelson dribbling baseline, goes up, contested, 5-footer from the right corner, spins around and in. Thunder Nelson hits it. Here's a half-court heave for the win, and it just clanks off the front iron. McCarter missed it, and that's the ball game. Bertrand survives, winning it 60-59.